Let's remove duplicates in Excel. First with the most common way of removing duplicates, and then with a rather unique way of removing duplicates automatically. Let's go. So I've highlighted the potential duplicates in this dataset, and what I mean by potential I will explain in a few seconds. But the first thing you need to do is to select a cell in your dataset. Then in the data tab up here, go to the right side of the screen and click remove duplicates. So click that, and now we get this dialog box. And I get a lot of questions from my students about this dialog box in particular. And in order for you to understand what it does, we need to dive into why I said potential duplicates a few seconds ago. In this tiny data set, we have Steve, Mary, and Steve. And it's easy to see with the naked eye that Steve and Steve are duplicates. So if we remove duplicates, we remove one instance of Steve. And that's the lower version because remove duplicates always removed from the bottom up. Now, if we reveal more columns from this data set, we can actually see that they have different last names. So we have Steve Jones and Steve Wilson. So they're obviously not duplicates, right? That means that whether or not a row is considered a duplicate depends on the number of columns we look at. And that's exactly what this dialog box is all about. This determines the number of columns we look at to decide whether or not a row is a duplicate. Let me walk you through that. So let's unselect all here and check the first name column. If I click OK now, Excel will only look at the first name when determining whether or not it's a duplicate. And as you can see, because I highlighted them over here, we have a lot of Steves. So if I click here, all of these Steves from row 4 and down will be removed. Although we can see when we look at the other columns that they're not really duplicates. They just have the same first name. So if we expand this a bit and look at the last name as well, we have a lot of Steve Jones. We have Steve Jones here, 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 and here. So Steve from row number 5 and below will be removed when we do this because we will only look at Steve and Jones, so the first and last names. That's not correct either. They're not duplicates just because they have the exact same name, at least not in this case because they have different date of birth and different salaries. If we check this for date of birth, we will see that since these 3 Steves have different dates of birth, but Steve here has the same date of birth as Steve here, that means that row number 7 and row number 10 are duplicates, and when we remove duplicates by clicking OK, the bottom one will be removed. So it's the exact same row that will be removed if we check this box as well, because the salary is also identical. So let's try that out. Click OK, and you can see that one duplicate value was found, and that is removed right here in row number 10. This is a set and forget kind of thing. So you do this once and then it's removed, and you can go on and work with the data set as you need. But there's another way that does it automatically, passively, all the time. But before I show you that, please, if you like this video, consider subscribing to the channel. It would mean the world to me. Thanks. So now I'll show you the unique function that actually also removes duplicates. Or it doesn't remove duplicates, but it generates another data set that doesn't have the duplicates. And we'll do that by simply going up here in F1 and write unique and open parenthesis. So I'm not gonna go into too much detail about how the unique function works because that's a topic for another video, but for removing duplicates specifically, you can use it this way. Let's just select all the columns over here and write an end parenthesis and hit enter. Now this replicates the entire data set from the left, but with the duplicates removed. But what is a duplicate exactly? We just went through that with the remove duplicate feature up here from the button, but how does the unique function determine what a duplicate is? And it does that by looking at the number of columns you select. So if you select all the columns from the data set, all those columns will be looked at when determining what a duplicate is. So it's the same as selecting all the columns over here. Now, if instead we only chose the column A to look at here, the first name will be the only column that's returned with a unique function, but also the duplicates will only look at the first name column. And in this case, as you can see, it removes all the Steves. And there are a lot of Steves in the data set, and they're all removed. So we don't have this Steve, and this Steve, because this unique function didn't look at all the other columns when determining whether or not that specific Steve was a duplicate or not. One of the cool things about this is that it's passive. It's always there. So whenever data is added to the original data set over here, those potential duplicates are also removed in the version you generate here with the unique function. And that's quite different from doing it with the remove duplicates button up here. The unique function can do a lot of things I didn't show you here. So if you want to learn those, click this video and learn more about that. But there are actually more ways of removing duplicates and finding duplicates, and you can learn some of those in this video right here. Thanks for watching. Bye.